A busy week for UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon came to a conclusion on Friday in Brasilia, where the UN chief finished up a four-nation trip that included stops in Colombia, Argentina, Uruguay, and finally Brazil. On Friday, the Secretary General spent time discussing issues that he has made a priority throughout his tenure in office.
The Secretary General is wrapping up his trip to Brazil, where he met with the ministers of social development and of the environment today. The Secretary General met with President Dilma Rousseff yesterday, and he noted that this year President Rousseff will be the first woman in the history of the United Nations to open the General Assembly's annual high-level general debate. The Secretary General also invited her to take a lead role at an international meeting on nuclear safety and security that he will convene in September.
Mr. Ban received good news from the Security Council today, which approved a resolution endorsing the Secretary General for a second term as the world's top diplomat. This endorsement, which shows the support of all 5 UN veto powers, is a major step towards keeping Ban Ki-moon in office until the end of 2016.
Having considered the question of the recommendation for the appointment of the Secretary General of the United Nations, recommends to the General Assembly that Mr. Ban Ki-moon be appointed Secretary General of the United Nations for a second term of office from 1st January 2012 to 31st of December 2016.
The Secretary General's path towards securing a second 5-year term now leads him to the General Assembly, where he will face a simple majority vote. Thus far, no challengers have emerged to Mr. Ban's position, and he is likely to win re-election without much difficulty.
I'm proud of all we have done together, even as I'm aware of formidable challenges ahead. In the 21st century, the United Nations matters in a different and deeper way. I'm motivated and prepared to continue our work together with the member states upholding the principles enshrined in the Charter.
The Secretary General will return to New York on Saturday before making a brief trip to Baltimore to address the American Conference of Mayors. Mr. Ban will then come back to the United Nations and await a General Assembly vote on his second term. Reporting from the United Nations, I'm Connor Schratz for South South News.